Hey Growth Tribe, if one of you are on this journey to start a new business, then let me tell you what society is going to tell you, because that's what it told me 12 years ago when I started. Numbers. That is what is the most important thing. Your revenue, your P&L, your profits that you're making, the margins that you have in your turnover, all of it is extremely important, and that is where your focus should be. And yes, I agree with them. That is exactly where your focus should be. But with an asterisk. It's not the only important metric when you are running a business. Because what happens is when you start focusing on this metric way too much, you get obsessed with it. And when you get obsessed with it, you sort of stop seeing all the other things that are important for a business to actually scale and grow. I was at this point in my entrepreneurial journey, 4 years into my entrepreneurial journey, where I knew I had to scale, I knew I could do it, the numbers were working for me, but I failed. And I failed because A, I didn't have the systems and the processes set in place, and B, I just didn't have the temperament to scale. And no one told me that that is also what's going to be important. It was while I was navigating this not so good phase that I sat down with a mentor who told me that, hey Loni, entrepreneurship is a journey. It's not a destination. Think of it as the train that you're going to be in for 40, 50 years of your life. And in that long a journey, 4, 5 years here and there of a poor P&L or of you not being present enough is really not going to make much of a difference. And while he spoke of this in terms of life and health in general, to me, it resonated very deeply when it comes to motherhood. Just before I got pregnant, I had so much of doubt in my mind. How will I be able to manage kids and my business? And I didn't have any answers, but I knew that I just had to do this. I had a biological clock that I was bound by. I needed to have kids and I wanted to have kids. But I didn't have any answer as to what would happen to my business. And not so surprisingly, the correct answers came to me after I had both my kids. That yes, my mentor was right, entrepreneurship is definitely a journey. And it is just one facet of your life, one that evolves as your life evolves. So if you are a mother that has this newborn and you're still looking to start a business, or if you already have an established business and you have kids that you're kind of managing and juggling, know that you're not alone. And know that there are no real correct answers when it comes to navigating entrepreneurship. Accept the fact that entrepreneurship is a part of life, just like having kids is a part of life. Going out is a part of life, traveling is a part of life, working on yourself and evolving as a human being is a part of life. And each part requires its own due attention. One key metric here is that every individual has their own pace at which they are going to grow. And that stands true for your business as well. Your business will grow at a pace that works for you, that works for the life you're in, and that works for the life that you're building. If any of the cogs in this wheel sort of go off, trust me, the balance will be lost and nothing is going to work. And you know, the beauty is when you start looking at entrepreneurship as a journey, you are far more easier on yourself. You're actually more compassionate with yourself as an entrepreneur. You don't punish yourself for taking a break. You don't punish yourself for saying no to a client because it clashes with an important life event. You know that the growth is not linear, but you know that growth is assured. You know that you're on the right path, and that's all that matters. Fast doesn't mean successful always. And that's the lesson you learn when you embrace the truth that entrepreneurship is a journey. If you are still feeling low, then just Google. There are countless examples out there of women who are blossoming in their career and at motherhood. And they are at different phases of life, they are of different age groups. Nobody has it all together, but everybody is navigating and everybody is finding a way for it to work. Like, take the example of Honestly Same. I started a YouTube channel and an Instagram community after having 2 kids and running a business for 12 years. Because this is something that just resonates with me so much. To share stories of motherhood and entrepreneurship, anecdotes that women out there living similar lives will find relatable. That they will know that they are not alone in this. Because I want to know that I'm not alone in this. I want you to know that you're not alone in this. That's just simply how the law of attraction also works, isn't it? I'd love to hear from you how you are navigating this complex maze of motherhood and entrepreneurship. Let me know. Thank you for watching. At Honestly Same, I'm building a community of women who are dancing to the tunes of life. They are juggling motherhood with ambition. If you find yourself in the same boat, if you want to hear stories about women who are going through the realms of motherhood and trying to figure out entrepreneurship and build their own professional identity, then this channel is for you. Hit subscribe.